Let's welcome back our returning champion. Yesterday, she had a rather emotional first day as champion. She accumulated $36,820 in cash and prizes. Danielle Mateo, good to have you back.
Thank you.
All right, remind us all about yourself, Danielle.
I live in Sherman Oaks, California. I am a kindergarten intern teacher. And in my spare time, I love to work with youth in the inner city, as well as at my church in the youth ministry department.
All right, good to have you back. Good luck. Brian Katara, Mr. X, hoping to take the championship crown. Tell us about yourself, Brian.
I am a flight attendant for a major airline and a former aerobics competitor and a native of Los Angeles.
Thanks for the bag of nuts, by the way. Appreciate that. All right. Here's what you got to do to win. You got to get 3 of our stars in a row. You have to decide if the answers are giving it correct or they're just trying bull funky out on you. That's how you get the squares. First game is worth $1,000. And Brian, since you're the challenger, you get to start.
I'll start with Whoopi Goldberg, please.
All right, Whoop, sir. Now, how do you know all that? Because you don't fly.
I used to fly at one point, and once I thought I would be a steward.
Really?
Or stewardess.
On I Love Lucy, when Lucy got pregnant, the censors wouldn't allow them to use the word pregnant. What term did they use instead?
They said she had a Havana in the humidor.
Tip your waiters.
You know, and I never understood how it was possible for her to get pregnant since they slept in separate beds. But maybe he sleepwalked or something. But aside from pregnant would be expecting. She was expecting.
I will agree.
I like Havana in the humidor, but expecting's the right answer. Yes. X gets the square. Danielle?
Bruce Vilanch.
Bruce Vilanch. All right. Also, with the Jesse Ventura line.
I was in Minnesota.
Oh, good for you.
I was there, yes. It was very warm. It was 40 degrees.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Oh, good for
It
you.
was party fire.
Oh, my God.
In ancient times, Bruce, the Druids lit fires and wore costumes to scare off evil spirits. What do we call this tradition today?
The Academy Award. March 26th. I'll plug it. Halloween.
I agree.
Halloween, yes. Circle gets the square. All right, Brian.
I'll take RuPaul, please.
RuPaul. All right, RuPaul. RuPaul, in baseball, what does a player call his meat hand?
Sweetie pie. Hey, that's what I call mine.
No, it's the hand that he pitches with.
I will disagree.
It's the one without the glove, and that applies to all players, not just pitchers. So X gets the square, yes. All right, Danielle.
George Wallace for the block.
George Wallace for the block. All right, George, appearing in the upcoming Adam Sandler film, Little Nicky.
Little what?
Little Nicky.
Oh, okay.
Adam Sandler movie. After a trip to Paris, what politician introduced America to the dumbwaiter?
Ooh, so that would be a dumb person. So who would be the dumbest politician we've had? Ford? Oh, let's go back with Jefferson, Thomas Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson.
Thomas Jefferson.
I disagree.
Thomas Jefferson, that's right. Brian, we can't give you that one. You have to read it yourself.
Disagree with moi.
I'll take George Wallace for the win.
For the win and $1,000. All right. George, which state has the distinction of sending the most congressmen to the House?
Ooh. Texas sends most presidents, right? Ohio. Our largest state, California.
I will disagree.
California. Circle gets the square.
Don't ever disagree with moi.
Hal Sparks for the win.
Hal Sparks from Top Duke on E. By the way, you'll note that my clothes today are from the Hal Sparks collection.
Yes.
I'm happy to say, yes.
See Hal Sparks' closet.
Yeah, okay, I don't want to go there. According to a national paper, Hal, a 20-year-old will do this for an average of 14 minutes a day, while a senior citizen will do it for over an hour. What?
Well, I'm just going to say that they better stop or they'll go blind. I would say eat.
Eat.
I disagree.
Read. Circle gets the square and the win for $1,000. coming up right after this. Stay there.
It's
Welcome back. Time to start another $1,000 game. This one has a secret square. Already in the secret square stash, we have a K-Pro computer package, a trip to Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas, and today we're adding this.
Get into shape with a new Stairmaster bike. The Stairmaster Stratus recumbent bike. 8 different programs and 20 levels of intensity. From the company that revolutionized fitness. View the complete product line at Stairmaster.com. This sleek exercise machine is worth $2,250.
So, our secret square today is worth $6,723. Let's show you at home who the secret square is. All right, now you know our defending champion Danielle won the first game. You get to start this one.
Whoopi Goldberg.
All right, what's there? Where in the world would you find a wild wildebeest?
In my room if James Darren gets any closer to me. The square will have a wild wildebeest.
A wild wildebeest.
A wild wildebeest. That's me.
That's right.
Producer.
You know, for the grandmother of 3, I'm doing pretty damn good today. I think wildebeest, I don't think that they're any place but in Africa.
I agree.
Africa, yeah. Circle gets the square. All right, Brian.
Katie Finneran, please.
Katie Finneran. All right, Katie. Katie, a pesticide manufacturer has determined that Los Angeles has more of what pests than any city in the country?
Guys who claim they're producers. I'm going to say termites.
I disagree.
Mice. Mice. X gets the square. Yeah. Well, you know, Disney is here and all that. Danielle?
Dougie Doug.
Dougie Doug. All right. All right, Dougie Doug, in the animal song, there is a house in New Orleans called the House of what?
pancakes.
Oh, my God.
Actually, I'm a big fan of Jimi Hendrix, who his manager was Chaz Chandler, who was one of the members of the Animals, and I remember that the song is The House of Blue Lights.
I agree.
That was called a bluff. The House of the Rising Sun. X gets the square.
He's evil. He's evil.
RuPaul, please.
RuPaul. Oh, secret square. RuPaul. Over $6,700 in stuff and a square on the line here. RuPaul, who gave birth to a classic children's tale with its poem, The Pied Piper of Hamelin? Was it Robert Browning, Lewis Carroll, or Hans Christian Andersen?
I will say Hans Christian Andersen.
For the secret square stash and the square.
I will agree.
Robert Browning. Robert Browning. Circle gets the square. We'll carry all the prizes over to tomorrow, and the secret square will be worth over $9,000. Danya?
George Wallace for the win.
George Wallace for the win. All right.
Come on, bring it on, baby. Bring it on.
On All in the Family, whenever Edith did something stupid, Archie would call her by what nickname?
All right, Edith, you dingbat you.
Dingbat.
I agree.
Dingbat. Yes, Circle gets the square and the win for another $1,000. Chance for you to tie this up, Brian, when we come back with a $2,000 game right after this little thing here. $2,000 game about to start, and Danielle, our defending champion, you get to begin it.
Whoopi Goldberg.
All right, Whoopi. Body language experts, Whoopi, say that a woman who has had sex the night before will do something less frequently and more slowly the next day. What?
Answer question. Because you're just reliving everything that happened the night before. That's just in my case. But this is the strangest thing you will ever hear from anyone. Women who have had some the night before. Look at these bags under my eyes and weep. They blink.
I agree.
Good.
They blink and breathe slower because your body's more relaxed.
Yeah,
Yes, Circle gets the square. Stuff you learn on this show, huh, Brian?
Hal Sparks, please.
Hal Sparks from Talk 2. All right, Hal. Psychologists, Hal, say that one of the signs of being equally in love is when you don't have to laugh at his jokes unless what?
You're cuffed to the bed. No. Unless you're in front of his friends.
I will disagree.
Unless they're funny. X gets the square. Danielle.
Katie Finneran.
Katie Finneran, all right. Poppy on Frasier. Katie, Sports Illustrated says you can rent this for $75,000 for weddings, company picnics, or softball games. What is it?
For $75,000, you can rent me. I'm saying I did. My father's a big baseball fan, so I would say it's the Cooperstown Baseball Hall of Fame.
I'll agree.
It's in the baseball world, Dodger Stadium, though. X gets the square. All right, Bri.
RuPaul, please.
RuPaul. All right, Ru. In their lifetime, RuPaul, grouper fish not only change their color, but many also change their what?
Hairstyles. Okay, you know, groupers change their environment. They go from salt water to fresh water.
I agree.
They change their sex, is what they do. Circle gets the square. Yeah. Of course, there's a lot of explaining to do at home. We're going to take a break. We'll come back. Danielle, it'll be your turn right after this. All righty, we're in the midst of a $2,000 game, and Danielle, it is your turn.
George Wallace for the win.
For the win, and another $2,000. Okay, George. Let's say that bowling is right up your alley and you end up bagging a turkey. What does turkey mean in bowling terms?
You know, I bowl every day for the past 30 years.
No kidding.
And bowling a turkey is throwing 3 strikes in a row.
I disagree.
Bowling 3 strikes in a row. X gets the square. All right, Brian, break for you.
Gilbert Gottfried for the win, please.
For the win. All right, in a tie game. Gilbert. The alien grows bigger and bigger as it consumes everything in its path. Steve McQueen stars in it. What's the film?
The Marlon Brando story.
Leave Marlon alone.
I was going to say the Dustin Hoffman story, but then I remembered he doesn't weigh 7,000 pounds. Okay, with Steve McQueen's first picture, a sequel was later made, directed by Larry Hagman, and starring Godfrey Cambridge, among others. Totally meaningless information.
Yes.
And as Whoopi Goldberg would say, look at me, I know the answer to this. Look, trust me, I know the answer. The Blob.
The Blob.
Could you repeat the question, please?
Okay. The alien grows bigger and bigger as it consumes everything in its path. Steve McQueen stars in it. Gilbert says it's the Blob.
I agree.
We have a tie game. It's the Blob, yes. Next game is worth $4,000. Brian, you start.
Whoopi Goldberg, please.
All right, well, sir. Ebony Magazine says there are 20 ways for a guy to tell if a sister is a keeper. What's the #1 sign?
If she's me. You know? It's me, you know. Thank you. If she has a job.
If she has a job.
I will agree.
If she knows there are 4 quarters in football, according to Ebony Magazine. The circle gets the square.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
This is why we have such trouble trouble in this country. I'm sorry,
like
Brian.
that.
I would never know
Danielle.
that.
George Wallace.
George Wallace. All right, George.
Yes, that's my name. I'm George Wallace.
In the novel by Edgar Rice Burroughs, this hairy friend of Tarzan was called Nakima, but in the movies we know him as what?
Dom DeLuise.
How we getting all the black questions?
Why we get all the black questions?
Africa questions and the Ebony questions.
I didn't say Nakima was black.
No, but you talk about Tarzan.
He's white.
He's the only white guy in Africa. That wasn't my question. Excuse me.
And Cheetah was black, too. So I'm going to go with Cheetah.
Cheetah.
I agree.
Cheetah, yeah, circle gets the square. That lovely noise means we're out of time. Brian Chikara, we got $2,000 at our thanks for being here on Hollywood. Thanks to Mr. Brian. Take care. But Danielle, you got 2 circles up there added to what you already won. You have defended your championship with $3,000 today. Congratulations. Time to play for a bonus prize. Each star has one. They total over $100,000. Here are a couple of hints.
We have a spectacular Napa Valley bike tour worth over $7,200 and a check for $10,000.
All right, or now you won the car yesterday, but you know you could work on a fleet. So here's today's car.
Stir your passion for driving and freedom. You'll be the king of the road with a Mustang GT convertible from Bertie Ford. This sporty convertible is worth $28,800.
Okay, Danielle, you know how it works. Pick a star.
James Darren.
James Darren, what are we playing for, James?
Let's see here. Oh, my goodness. You and I are going out tonight.
10 grand. All right, okay. $10,000. One question in the way. Which Grand Slam singles title eluded John McEnroe's prodigious tennis career? Wimbledon, the French Open, or the Australian Open?
The Australian Open.
I agree.
The French Open. He was the finalist, but he never won the French Open. All right, by the way, George Wallace had a car in his square. Lest we forget, though, you got $3,000 today. Added to what you won yesterday, you come back tomorrow with $39,820 in cash and prizes. So we'll see you tomorrow, right? And I hope to see you tomorrow as well. On behalf of all our stars, I'm Tom Bergeron. Till then, take care. See you on Hollywood Square. Goodbye.